We are back from Gen Con, and it was a doozy. Gen Con 2022. I looked at the numbers. Matt, did you have a chance to look at the numbers?
50,000 people?
Yeah. So like everybody was saying 60. I think Gen Con was hoping 70. The numbers came back and it was over 50.
Over 50, which I think is reasonable. And
so I think it was 50,001 people.
Right.
So how many did you meet out of the 50,000?
All of them, I think.
60,000, yeah.
Oh, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
We met some people on the street.
Actually, it's true. We actually did. Oh, Harvey. Never forget.
Oh, Larry Harvey. Yeah, Larry Harvey.
But yeah, I mean, like Gen Con, I mean, massive net positive for us as an organization. I found out, I don't know about you guys, but I found out that people legitimately care about us and what we do. So much so that they're willing to tell us and protect us from ourselves. And so
that's nice.
Yeah, I was just like super appreciative of some of the conversations that we were able to have. We had a couple of people that came up to us and were like, "Oh yeah, absolutely. I know you guys." And I'm like, "Why?"
From the Free Play podcast?
Why?
That's what they said next?
Oh, yeah.
They said
They're
that?
like, "Oh, you're Kate's sidekicks, right?"
Yeah.
Oh, you remember Kate, right?
Yeah, maybe someday you guys will get verified. Or
they call us the outriggers, like on a boat.
Won't be me.
No, that did not happen.
The outliers. The outliers.
Yeah, outsiders.
Outriders?
It's too sweet.
Sorry.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Jeez, let me hang
I
out
was
with too
thinking
sweet
about
there.
the timer because I was trying to get.
Matt, biggest highlight about.
Oh my gosh! Would you not? Honestly, like just
one thing.
One thing.
I'll give you my low.
Okay, go ahead.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
We only got to ride a Lime scooter one time.
That is a low for us. We're too far away, man.
Yeah, I saw that in the expenses, so I knew exactly how far Bubba went on the Lime scooter.
Oh, mine needs to be sent in as well. Yeah, sorry.
Kate was like, "Oh, I see you rode a Lime scooter one time." Whoa, was it just a really quick trip, or were you just so close? I'm like,
yeah, $1 to rent, 27 cents a minute going from there.
My high is like we talk about the con family, seeing the same people like at all these different conventions, and just it's been too long. It's been since December of last year. That's when PAX Unplugged was.
Yeah, it's a long time
for me. I know you went to some other ones, but I hadn't been to a convention since then. Just being able to see all the people catching up. Games are great. I love games. I go there because games are cool, but like that's not the biggest draw for me. It's the people. So
I agree. There's something, and it always kind of just blows me away, but there's something about when people come up to us and they see us and they're still excited to see us. Yep. Right? Because you can be fake to somebody when you're right there and you're in the moment.
It's great. I'm so excited to be here doing the podcast with you guys.
It's exactly like that, actually. Yeah, crazy you should mention that. But like you hand somebody a business card, and they're like, "Oh, thanks," and they don't look at it and they put it in their pocket, and you're like, yeah,
smell you later.
Yeah,
like you didn't notice there was a $10,000 check taped to the back.
You have that
I'm gonna go back and check every single one of my business cards.
Yeah,
now.
I have that kind of money, so I like to do that as a little surprise.
Disney money.
It's like it's a tract. It's what it is.
I got you. You open it up and it's like it's only a $50 bill, basically the size of it. Like,
yeah. Gotcha. How about a toothpaste sample from my dad?
Ooh,
a toothpaste sample?
Branded toothpaste.
How big?
I don't know. Sample size.
It's shot
like
size.
Travel size or like
tube.
Sample size?
Travel
tube.
size.
Okay.
Single use.
You probably notice picking up the business card that it's taped there.
That's his motto: single use and sugar free.
Yeah.
So. But actually, like we had somebody come up to us after we were hanging out for a while. Actually, at the Charity Board Gamer upstairs in the CGE room get together, which was a blast, by the way. It's a massive like networking event. You get to see your con family, meet new people, and we were talking with a couple of people there, and the day after, one of them came up to us and were like, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know that that conversation last night was one of the highlights for that person." And I was
wow.
Why? I mean, like, you know,
It was all the hockey talk I gave him.
Oh, hashtag hockey talk. Yeah. You're the hockey talk man.
We talk a lot about hockey. Hockey.
Yeah. I was actually talking with them, and then I brought up hockey because they're from Canada, and Matt was like, "Oh, hey, get out of the way."
Shoved his way in.
Legitimately, like, actually, like, said,
Shoved his way in.
Well, everyone's wearing masks, and I was tired of like raising my voice, and I was like, "Excuse me," and I just pushed Bubba to the side so we could talk hockey. You know?
I wish that was on video. I would have loved to have seen that.
I'm sure there was a candid camera somewhere.
It's fine.
And then also at the end of it, those of you watching on twitch.tv/LoveThyNerd, you can see my shelf behind me. This is a Calyx shelf. Okay, this is a 5x5 Calyx.
Was that from IKEA?
Yeah, that's where I got it.
Okay, I didn't know what the significance of the name of the shelf.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so it's
keep
like
going.
the board gamer shelf, period, right? Like the Calyx. And so, as we're leaving the convention hall, I mean, we helped Keymaster tear down the whole 9 yards. As we're leaving the convention hall, we pass by Haba, who makes the kids games and stuff like that, right?
The games that are Kate friendly is Rhino Hero Super Battle. I love that game.
The age appropriate Kate games. And we were passing by them, and they have two of these big, massive white ones, 5x5s, and they just say free. Like, there's a piece of paper on it that says free.
9.
What?
And I'm like, oh, cool. But Luke stops, and he's like, huh? And I'm like, where are we going to put these? Man, we have no way to get these home. And so I just keep walking.
He forgot.
We get all the way to the freaking doors, the front doors of Gen Con, and we're like, where's Luke? And he's like, didn't you know I'd be about my father's business? Kind of a deal. Like, I'm in here taking apart these
Take them apart, put them in the cowlick or cowlick?
Yes, cowlick. Yeah.
Cowlax.
Move over, butter.
Like
we got
cow
shelves.
with a K and then
Calyx.
Okay,
like
sorry.
lacrosse.
I see it here in the chat now. Sorry.
And so in the time it took us to get from the convention hall to the front doors, Matt and Luke had an entire conversation about how they were going to get these things back. But what Matt left out was that he was just going to sit in the car the whole time and wait while we
didn't know what was going on.
In the air-conditioned van.
Hold on.
Matt.
Hold on. Let's first address the conversation that Luke and I had. He said, can I get these Calyx shelves? Will they fit? And I said, I've got the van. We can make it work. And it worked. He tore them down. I brought my large 12-passenger Ford Transit van. Okay, now let's go to the part where I was sitting in the van. I was helping.
Which is also before that conversation as well. It's just
right. I'm going back in time, up to the present of the past. I was in the exhibit hall, ready, willing, and able to help booths take their stuff apart. We had a giant pile of games that we had gotten for LTN Con and for a game library for LTN, and Bubba was like, go get the van. Just go get the van and get it out front. And I was like, yeah, you sure? And I even like drug my feet because I was waiting because I thought there was gonna be more to do. But it was like, just go get the van. I was like, okay, you got it. So I walked the 3/4 of the mile to the van in the hot heat outside in the sun to get the van. And I drove it around. Lots of traffic. Finally get to the front of the exhibitor hall or the convention center. And I parked it. And I had no idea what was going on. People weren't responding to me. I was like, I can't just park it here because this is not a parking lane. I know.
No one was responding.
That was not a parking lane, though. I know. It wasn't a parking lane. So I just waited.
How dare you use that as the first time to listen to me?
Whatever.
You couldn't leave it
I follow
there.
directions so well. I couldn't leave it there. You want to get home?
So.
Do you want to go eat Shapiro's afterwards? You did.
Oh, yes.
He did. I saw on the expenses he ate there as well.
It was. We all did. It was so good. If you're ever in Indianapolis and you have like a hankering for a deli like style food, go to Shapiro's. It's from 1905. That's when it was originally founded. It is some of the best like Reuben's and pastrami sandwiches I have ever had.
It's a cafeteria style deli.
Yeah, you will go and your eyes will be bigger than your stomach, as my mom used to say. And you will get tons of food and you will only eat about a quarter of it because it is so filling and so large.
Do they have the equivalent of Subway's spicy Italian?
Yeah, it's called a Reuben, and it tastes just like a Reuben.
Well, I like Subway bread and mayo.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Just add your own spice.
The best part about that whole thing, we were all ravenous by the end of that.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Me sitting in the van just took so much out of me.
Get out of here.
Well, you know, Matt, at the beginning of this story, I was against
too
you and I
cold in
sided with
here.
Bubba. At the end of the story, I think I side with you, actually.
Thank you. I was just trying to be the best I could be. There were
not because
people
of
inside plus.
Hey, you're making it worse.
Out.
You're making it worse saying to be the best you could be. Just
I wanted to be the best driver I could be.
Well, anyway.
I want to be the very best.
I think that about sums up our Gen Con trip.
Yeah, basically, we played games, we talked to people, we love people well, and we made lots of connections. Be on the lookout for more
so many connections,
larger events type things at Gen Con with LTN because we've had some connections there. I won't spoil too much more than that.
Wow,
but
jeez, you're just like going for it here.
Things are moving and shaking. We'll say. There you go. If someone's in the Indianapolis area, would you please quickly bring me a Reuben? I'll pay it back.
And also maybe your AirPod. That's
the left AirPod.
I forgot about that.
I haven't heard back from them about it. So.
You will
I'm
not.
so mad.
You will not.
Lost one AirPod at the Vrbo, and no one can find it under the bed where it probably fell out.
Probably keyword.
It's in the dryer, probably.
It probably is in the washer dryer. Yeah.
Well, hey,
Matt, you didn't tell me to tell them to look there.
It's not in there. We didn't do any laundry. You know what? The Lord has brought us to this moment because I have a Dr. Squatch story for everybody who stayed. Okay.
Okay, what is it?
So I'm going through the airport. Okay, flying out of Indy.
Taking your powdered coffee away.
Okay, go ahead.
And I was the last one out of the house. Everybody else was gone. I caught my lift. It was great. Had a great conversation with the gentleman.
Did you get the towels in the hamper?
I did.
Great, thank you. Okay, good.
I cannot believe you got all that trash out and just threw it on the ground.
We found a trash bag, by the way. We found one.
Anyway, so it was just me, so I was kind of walking through and taking my time,
not finding my AirPod.
Yeah, throwing the AirPod away.
But so I finally get to the airport. Nobody's there. Like the airport's basically a ghost town. It's crazy, and I have to go through, all the TSA stuff, right? And so you get into the little, I don't know what's called, the little scanner, human scanner.
Yeah.
Okay. And you got to put your arms above your head and do that.
Oh, no.
And so as I walk through, I'd like put your arms up. All right. And I walk through, and the woman that was hanging out there, she was like, "Ooh, he smelled good." And
I didn't think that's how the story was going to go at all.
No, it was all positive. And so I'm like putting on my shoes. This is not where my shoes are, but putting on my shoes and my hat and all that stuff, and getting my things. And she's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "That's Dr. Squatch is what that is." She goes, "Ooh, I ain't gonna buy that for me, but I get it from my man." Like, all right.
You're like, "Hey, use discount code Bubba10 for 10% off your order."
Here's the thing. I don't have affiliate links for anything.
Did you ask?
One of my backpacks, that nice backpack that I have, the Equilibrium one. I sold one of those while we were at Gen Con.
I need one of those bags.
Well, that's
Aaron.
How to get an affiliate link.
Kyle, we have not had the review written yet because I'm waiting to see if I can get my AirPod back.
Man, I'm kind of loath to review our spot because it's not going to be a good one.
It's not going to be a good one.
And I don't know that I necessarily want to do that. But I do think I want to. I do think what we'll do is we'll do stars and not like write a review.
Yeah, you could message them too and say, "Hey, we don't want to
But I'll tell
leave
everybody
trash."
here, there were several leaks in multiple spots.
Mm-hmm.
You could not. The coffee pot was all jacked up and had mold in it. Mm-hmm. We had to get a new coffee pot. Then they were like, "I know you just bought a coffee pot, but we don't need it. We have an extra," which they never brought by. Nope. They gave us a place that was supposed to sleep 10, but apparently not with any bedding.
Nope, no bedding.
What?
Not enough bedding for everyone.
So
we
there
asked
was
for blankets, didn't come.
Nope. And then they were telling us not to park on the side so that they could mow. They didn't take the trash out before we got there. Didn't leave us any trash bags. I guess they found a trash bag.
I found one that shouldn't have been a trash bag, but we made it work.
You could not run the toaster, the
You
coffee
couldn't
pot, and the microwave at the same time.
Well, there's a microwave and a coffee pot at the same time.
Oh, okay.
That's what
it would blow breaker.
Mm-hmm.
And one day when we came back, the back door was wide open.
That's probably when they came in for something.
Well, it was
fine.
open.
Wide open. I mean, wide open. So we have stayed at some places before. This one, probably top 5. I was talking to Matt. It was a little raw for me. It's probably top 5. Top 5 baddies.
I would say top 5, but it's not my number 1.
No, we
It
have
didn't look
different
like
number
that
ones, so.
at all from the thing. I mean, of course it wouldn't.
Hey,
but-
maybe that's what we can do is we can do top 5 worst places we've stayed. That would be fun.
Okay.
And then Kate, yours would just be Gara's house.
Yeah, it was pretty bad,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
You know, there was like mold everywhere.
It was hot. Remember? It was super hot.
It wasn't hot for me. I was really sick, so I was already burning.
Oh, that's right. Got it.
I liked Ryan's house. I thought it was nice. Then he told me, this was like 2 months ago, he told me there was a murder in his neighborhood. Can you believe that?
Well, I mean, there's usually a murder nearby somewhere.
I'm looking at how I can sign you up to become an affiliate with Dr. Squatch.
Yeah, let it be known.
Okay.
All right.
I need your social security number.
Just press 2 for a while.
Seriously,